Amendments to the Constitution. First to 10th Amendments. Bill of Rights. Amendments are changes made to the Constitution. The Constitution has been changed 27 times during its history. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution are referred to as the Bill of Rights. They provide rights to the people and the states, limiting the power of the government. First Amendment. This amendment protects 5 fundamental rights: freedom of religion, speech, press, right of assembly, and petition. Second Amendment. Bearing arms. The exact meaning of right to bear arms has been widely debated. Some argue it means the right of a person to own firearms. Others claim it means the right of a state to maintain a militia. Third Amendment. Quartering of troops. It prevents the forced quartering of troops in homes from happening again. Fourth Amendment. Searches and arrests. It protects Americans from unreasonable searches or arrests. Fifth Amendment. Criminal proceedings. This amendment protects the rights of indicted persons. Sixth Amendment. Criminal proceedings. In criminal cases, the jury must be impartial. It shall not favor either side. The right to a trial by jury is guaranteed to all. It must be speedy. Seventh Amendment. Civil trials. This amendment guarantees the right to a trial by jury in lawsuits. Eighth Amendment. Punishment for crimes. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel punishment or torture inflicted. Ninth Amendment. Unenumerated rights. The rights of the people are not limited to those listed in the Bill of Rights. It prevents the government from claiming that these are the only rights people have. 10th Amendment. Powers reserved to the states. Powers not given to the federal government belong to the states. Powers reserved to the states are not listed in the Constitution. This ensures federalism. 11th to 18th Amendments. Amendments are changes made to the Constitution. The Constitution has been changed 27 times during its history. 11th Amendment. Lawsuits against the states. A private citizen from one state cannot sue the government of another state in federal court. 12th Amendment. Elections of President and Vice President. Each elector chooses one candidate for the President and one candidate for the Vice President. If no candidate for the President receives a majority of electoral votes, the House of Representatives chooses the President. The Senate chooses the Vice President. 13th Amendment. Slavery and Involuntary Servitude. 1865. This amendment freed all slaves. It also forbade involuntary servitude or labor done against one's will. 14th Amendment. Rights of Citizens. 1868. Citizenship. All people born in or naturalized are citizens of the United States. No one shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law. Representatives. This one replaces the 3/5 clause. Now every citizen accounts for one person. Former Confederate officials cannot take public offices. 15th Amendment. Right to vote. This amendment gave African Americans the right to vote. 16th Amendment. Income tax. The Congress shall have the power to collect taxes over people's income. 17th Amendment. Popular elections of senators. Before this amendment, state legislatures choose senators. This amendment provides that senators are elected by the people of each state. 18th Amendment, Prohibition of Alcoholic Beverages, 1919. It was known as a prohibition. It banned the making, selling, or transporting of alcoholic beverages. The 21st Amendment repealed this amendment. 22nd to 27th Amendments. Amendments are changes made to the Constitution. The Constitution has been changed 27 times during its history. 19th Amendment, Women's Suffrage, 1920. The right of suffrage shall not be denied nor limited on account of sex. 20th Amendment, Presidential Terms and Sessions of Congress. The date for the inauguration of the presidency was changed to January 20th. The date for Congress to begin its term changed to January 3rd. 21st Amendment, Repeal of Prohibition. The 18th Amendment is repealed, making it legal to make and sell alcoholic beverages. 22nd Amendment, Presidential Tenure, 1951. This amendment provides that no presidency may serve more than 2 terms. 23rd Amendment, Presidential Election for the District of Columbia, 1961. This amendment gives the residents of Washington, D.C. the right to vote in the presidential election. 24th Amendment, Poll Tax Payment, 1964. This amendment bans poll taxes in national elections. 25th Amendment, Presidential Succession, 1967. It provides the steps for concrete ways to replace a president. If he or she dies, declares inability, or others, the vice president becomes president. 26th Amendment, Right to vote at age 18, 1971. The minimum age required to vote was changed to 18 years of age. 27th Amendment, Congressional Pay, 1992. If members of Congress vote for a pay increase for themselves, it cannot go into effect until the next congressional election.